This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Thursday, August 20th, 2026 in the afternoon. Today we analyze critical vulnerabilities in Robotask and Tornado, the evolving threat of AI-driven supply chain attacks in the Rust ecosystem, Apple's latest Safari security update, and emerging warnings regarding the automated code churn in the Linux kernel. The Zero-Day Rubbish research team has disclosed two high-severity vulnerabilities affecting automation platforms. The first is in Robotask 11.0.5.1229, which contains a critical flaw allowing an unauthenticated remote attacker to execute tasks with administrator privileges via the REST API. By enumerating and triggering pre-existing tasks, an attacker gains full control over the host system. This is a significant escalation for organizations relying on Robotask for server-side automation. Simultaneously, a vulnerability has been identified in Tornado 2.11.3. This is an unauthenticated arbitrary file write to root, which results in remote code execution by allowing an attacker to write files into the system's cron directory. Both vulnerabilities carry a CVSS score of 9.8, indicating the highest level of risk. Administrators should immediately restrict network access to these management interfaces and implement strict IP filtering, as these systems are designed to interact directly with the operating system and lack adequate authentication on their internal control channels.
A significant supply chain attack targeting the Rust ecosystem has been identified, impacting crates with over 245 million cumulative downloads. This campaign, which shows technical overlap with state-sponsored activity from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, involves the insertion of build-time malware. Unlike runtime injections, this malware executes during the compilation phase, making it exceptionally difficult to detect with traditional scanners. The presence of malicious code within high-traffic crates highlights the fragility of current supply chain security. Organizations using Rust for internal infrastructure should audit their build pipelines for unauthorized crates and enforce pin-to-hash dependency versions to mitigate the risk of automated supply chain poisoning.
A troubling trend is emerging within the Linux kernel development cycle. Networking subsystem maintainers have reported that they are completely overwhelmed by the volume of bug fixes and patches submitted by AI agents during the Linux 7.3 merge window. While the patches aim to improve network stability, the sheer rate of code churn from AI models is creating a significant verification burden for human maintainers. This is an under-the-radar development that signals a new class of technical debt. If the quality of AI-generated bug fixes remains inconsistent, it could inadvertently introduce latent vulnerabilities that are difficult to identify amidst the noise of high-frequency automated contributions. Apple has released a security update for Safari, version 26.6.1, which addresses several critical issues within the WebKit engine. Users are urged to apply this update immediately to prevent exploitation of memory corruption vulnerabilities that could lead to arbitrary code execution. Community chatter remains focused on the rapid integration of AI in security and development workflows. First, security practitioners are emphasizing the use of read-only file systems for containerized applications. By using Docker's read-only root flag, organizations can limit an attacker's ability to install persistent tools or modify configurations if a container is breached. Second, the community is highlighting the ongoing risk of social engineering, specifically through fake security conferences used as lures. Researchers are being targeted with tailored lures that exploit professional networks of trust. A reminder that technical expertise is no safeguard against sophisticated psychological manipulation. Third, the debate surrounding the use of patient data in healthcare chatbots continues to escalate. Experts warn that current data sharing agreements are too vague to prevent the commercialization of sensitive health information, leading to significant privacy risks for individuals. Finally, regarding emerging tools, the community is actively reviewing the Huzzah experimental editor. It attempts to address developer fatigue with coding agents by moving away from writing full sentences for every change, signaling a shift toward more direct, intentional AI-assisted programming interfaces. Sysadmins are advised to prioritize hardening industrial control systems and to maintain a manual audit layer over all AI-generated code, as the speed of automated development is currently outpacing human oversight capabilities.